Cousin had a diner in Chicago. Not like this, though. Old-style booze and, what do you call them, soda fountains.
Acquaintance tells me you're in the market.
And who are you?
Somebody who can get you what you want.
I don't know you.
I come very highly recommended, or you wouldn't be here.
Friend of a friend to some lowlife.
Exactly. We all take some risk. So what do you need?
Not me. Client.
Okay. What does your client need?
He needs toys.
Hunting rifles, shotguns, BB guns, what?
He's thinking more 4th of July. Big toys.
You wired?
What?
I said you wired.
Are you?
When?
Tomorrow.
Can't happen.
Look, no is not a word my client understands.
Then let me explain it to him.
I had an interview with Kent 2 months ago. I guess I didn't meet his needs. I do something wrong?
Well, you haven't had much luck with job interviews, huh? We heard you had a little missed appointment a week ago. Something about your shoulder?
Yeah, I threw it out bowling. Sunday night, Jamaica Lanes.
It's funny how you knew I was going to ask.
I know the drill, officer.
Yeah, well, how about this, Joe? We checked your employment records last month. You worked 5 days. So how do you afford the rent on this place, not to mention the television and video games?
Okay, look, I do a few days a week for Kenter off the books. Driving a truck, cleaning, whatever he needs. Look, don't make trouble for him, okay? He gave me a break when nobody else did. Look, I gotta catch a bus for this job training thing.
What's with this Iraqi military service bar? You know somebody in Iraq?
I got that at a flea market. You know, support the troops.
Most people get a bumper sticker. Flag's ripped. Was there something else pinned here?
No, look, I really gotta make it to this job training. You don't want me violating my parole, do you?
Don't worry about those cops, okay?
You and me, we know what we know. And that's where it's gotta stay, between us. Look at me. Everything I've done since I got out was because I wanted to be a good father to you, to provide for you.
I've already got somebody who does that.
Stepfather is not the same. I sweated with you every minute you were over there in Iraq. I bled with you. You understand? I'm not some rich kid, Marcus. I'm your dad. We know each other, right? We went to cause any problems, nothing like that, so I want to give you a little tip.
On a horse? A couple of beers.
No, not on a horse. I want to give you a tip. Keep an eye on your wife.
What do you mean?
Just always keep an eye on her.
Why?
Because she's been spending a lot of time with Altorio.
Who?
Altorio the hood that hangs around Bedlow.
The bodyguard?
That's right.
And Blanche, are you nuts?
Just telling you what's going around.
What kind of mind you got? Blanche would never make a fool out of me with some strong-arm stooge. You kidding me? Where'd you hear this?
Here and there, a few places. That's why I'm telling you now. I didn't think you'd want people laughing at you, that's all.
Laughing at me, hey. You know how rumors get started? Nah. Come on. This is what happens when you have a wife everybody's envious of. It's jealousy. But I'm not the jealous type. They're just trying to knock me down.
Hope you're right.
I'm Dr. Heisey with the emergency room, meaning I have to treat this man now.
You need to infuse Mr. Weeze and all the other patients immediately with copper.
How about I examine the patient myself, Dr. Hood? Thank you.
Okay, but do it quickly before his system shuts down entirely. Excuse me, doctor, why is that man not on life support?
Every time we hook him up, the machines blow out. We can't afford to lose anymore.
Can he survive without it?
Not for long. You were right about the metal deficiencies, though. His body was out of almost every metal in the human body, except calcium.
So you infused him, right?
We infused him with the metal solution, just like you suggested, but it didn't seem to do anything for his deficiencies or any of the other victims. They just keep getting worse.
Hey, doctor, your hospital got a burns unit?
Best outside of Boston.
Your security, did he carry metal detectors?
I think so. What are you getting at?
Okay, well, we found a network of microscopic wires in the victim's skin. I think that's what's making Charlie Way sick. What I want you to do is I want you to find those wires using the metal detectors. I want you to remove them.
You want me to give my patients second-degree burns, nearly destroy their skin, and leave them with a long and painful recovery?
Well, if you want to save their lives, yeah.
I'm not here for this. I've done nothing wrong.
Gregory, it's Mike from L.A. I thought you were dead.
You're drunk. I don't know you.
I swear, you got a twin out there, you know that?
Michael Karen, get up. You got company.
Whatever it is, I didn't do it.
You have an interesting resume, Michael. Shoplifting, a few B&Es, and purse snatching.
I'm not very good at it, or I wouldn't keep getting pinched, so I know I can't help you. What do you guys do here, anyway?
We catch rapists, pedophiles, and murderers. Damn.
Well, in that case, I can honestly say that whatever it is, I didn't do it. I am no short eyes. I have never touched a woman that I didn't have to pay for.
Slow your roll, moron. We're just looking for some background.
We brought a guy in on a rape beef, and we're told you were friends. Turns out he's got a couple of aliases we want to check.
I don't know anybody like that. You saw him right out there in the hallway. You called him Gregory.
I was drunk. It couldn't have been him. He's been dead for years.
Who's dead?
Gregory. Rosovich. Used to run with some serious hitters in way over his head.
Who do you run with?
Russians in West Hollywood, pulling gas tax, Medicaid fraud, shipping bootleg vodka, kidnapping, the whole nine.
If he was that big time, how'd you know him?
I used to be a gas jockey. They put me in charge of pumping hijacked diesel.
How'd he die?
Car bomb. Was that really him? Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
What's the problem?
Put a heavy contract out on Gregory. You open this up, you're asking for trouble.
When they want him dead?
I heard he was spilling his guts to the feds. Bodies are dropping all over the place. Friends, business associates. They even killed his parents. That's when I moved east. Guess I didn't go far enough.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Phone call went to a woman named Dina Wolfman in Brighton Beach.
Yeah, she's my girlfriend. I begged her to get me out of here. She refused. She said she was tired of wasting her money on me.
Smart girl.
So what's the problem? You talk to her and she'll tell you. We already did. Then why the third degree?
Mrs. Wolfman works in a restaurant that's owned by the mob.
Turns out she has to because she's here illegally.
What better way to get her out from under than to pass on some valuable information?
You don't know what you're talking about. The organization does not work that way.
Then explain it to us.
They don't leave loose ends. If I had talked, someone in here would have killed me already.
I'm not keeping you from anything, am I?